you never really know. You feel like you know.
Post Malone has always been known for having a seriously unhealthy lifestyle.
It's a lot of pressure,
Which is why it was so shocking when he lost a ton of weight in almost no time at all.
Having a lot of fun performing and have never felt healthier.
And while some people are praising him, others are concerned. Why did he lose all this weight? Is something dark going on with him? Just recently, Post Malone took to his Instagram to show his shocking new weight loss transformation. But all it did was leave people really worried about his health. He announced the whole thing by posting a selfie to his Instagram showcasing his new body, which led to immediate online speculation. While it's tough to say what's really going on here, you can't deny that it's pretty crazy just how fast he was able to drop the pounds. During a somewhat recent appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, he talked about his weight loss, and Post Malone admitted that he was previously 240 pounds, but now he's about 185 pounds. And on top of dropping a whopping 55 pounds, he somehow managed to do it in only 4 months. Even for the most dedicated person, that kind of weight loss just isn't normal. So it makes sense why so many people are concerned. Of course, we all know how heavily linked his brand is to incredibly unhealthy things like Monster energy drinks and adult beverages. And on top of that, his involvement in the music industry as a rap artist means that it wouldn't be all that surprising to see him go down a dark path of using illegal substances. It's also well known that Post Malone has a pretty crazy party boy lifestyle and has often struggled with his mental health. A huge part of Post Malone's music revolves around his sad boy aesthetic, and he's been outspoken about his serious insecurities when it comes to his body. In one of his interviews with GQ back in March 2020, Post Malone said that he really believed he was pretty ugly. He said that his desire to cover himself in tattoos all over his body came from a serious place of insecurity because he just didn't like the way he looked. He then said that he wanted to really put something cool on his body so that he could look in the mirror and be able to tell himself something good that wasn't a lie. And ultimately, that gave him a lot of confidence. It really sounds like Post Malone has always struggled with his looks, so it may not be all that shocking that he wanted to lose weight. However, it seems as though his weight loss could be a result of a few different things. The first possible cause could, of course, be his use of illegal substances, which is also arguably the worst of the possible causes. The others are that he's actually just been working out and eating healthy, or that he may have even had the help of a weight loss medication like Ozempic. We all know that throughout this year specifically, many celebrities have come forward to share their shocking weight loss transformations, like Adele or Mindy Kaling, to name a few. And in many of these cases, it was believed that Ozempic was the ultimate driving factor behind their weight loss, which led to it becoming incredibly popular and then incredibly difficult to find. In Post Malone's case, for him to have lost over 50 pounds in around 4 months, he really would have had to lose more than 13 pounds a month. And although something like that can be possible, even if you are only losing weight through diet and exercise, the speed is still alarming. But according to Post Malone himself, this is nothing to be concerned about. During that same podcast with Joe Rogan, Post Malone said that decreasing his soda intake was the #1 major factor that helped him in his weight loss journey. He admitted that while it tastes really good, the drink is really bad for your health. Aside from that, he also said that he was just eating better and really looking out for his health, especially now that he has a new baby. And it seems as though his new child played a big role in why he actually started to take his weight loss seriously to begin with. About a month before the baby was due, back in April, Post Malone told People that he was excited for the new chapter in his life, and that it was time for him to really start taking care of himself and his family and friends. He also made it sound like he'd been wanting to be a father for a long time, so it does make sense that having a child would completely change his life. Around that time, he was also speaking out against soda and how bad it was for you. Of course, now we know why he made those comments about the drink, but this still doesn't necessarily explain how he managed to lose it all so quickly. Despite some comments praising his change, Post Malone couldn't help but notice all of the speculation surrounding his weight loss, so he decided to address the comments directly. In an attempt to set the record straight, Post Malone shared another selfie to Instagram to address everyone's concerns. As the caption started, he stated that he hoped everyone was having a great night. Then he went on to say that he just wanted to publicly state that he wasn't doing any kind of illegal substances and that he'd been asked about it a lot since revealing his transformation. He explained that he believed dad life finally kicked in for him. Apparently, he stopped partying and really slowed his lifestyle down. He said that once he was a dad, he decided to kick soda and start eating better so that he could be around for a long time for his child. And although he still partakes in other vices like adult beverages and other legal things, he said that he considers himself to be patient and that it will take longer to kick those habits. He even addressed how some people have noticed his stage presence has changed during concerts. But at the end of the day, he said that all of this is from a healthy change in his lifestyle. He also said that he's been having a lot of fun performing and that he's never felt healthier in his life. When commenting about his mental health, Post Malone also said that his brain is in a great place and that this is also the happiest he's been in a long time. Toward the end, he even made a point to let everyone reading know that if they were having a hard time, they were loved more than they knew. And while the note at the end was incredibly sweet, not everyone actually bought his response, especially after what happened last year. In September of last year, Post Malone was actually hospitalized, and it ultimately led him to cancel his concert in Boston. At the time, he even posted to social media that he had woken up that day with a horrible pain in his side and was having a hard time breathing. Since then, people have been keeping a closer eye on his health and well-being, so it's not surprising that this sudden change in weight is concerning. And although we may be able to throw illegal substances off the list of possible causes behind his weight loss, we can't totally discount the possible use of Ozempic. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Do you think Post Malone used some kind of medication like Ozempic or other weight loss aids to help him lose weight so fast? Or do you think that he's telling the truth and that he really was able to do all of this through a change in diet and exercise? Let me know in the comments below.